content creators for kids. And boys, maybe this is a hot take. I think all of them need to be investigated, bro. If you're trying to get in the psyche of a kid and that's your business model or just your hobby or pastime, what's going on upstairs, bro? We need to investigate these guys because I think if there's smoke, there's fire, and we're going to find some things we would probably not like to know, but it'd probably be best that we do. And I know there's been some times where a lot of these people have been caught with some shady like discords or messages. But bro, I just think of the psychology. If you're trying to even if you're just trying to make content for kids, grab their attention, I still think that's inherently predatory. You're not feeding these kids anything they need to know. You're just trying to take their attention so you can make a bag, bro. And like, I get it. It is a good business move because who are the groups that you can sell most to in this world? Number one is kids. Number two, women. That's how it goes. And then there's some other ones too, but I don't want to get into that. There's a big number three, but the main ones, man, it's kids. And, a lot of times we hear, it's for the kids. You got to be careful for the kids. Think of the kids and whatnot. I don't think these people really do that, man. I think what's going on in the mainstream is horrible for really anyone to like kind of see, but especially kids, man. You see all these like new pop artists and music that's trending, and it's like that's music for kids, but it's not like children music in a way, like all these rappers and stuff. Like most kids listen to whatever's trending, right? They see whatever the scene is at that time, and dude, it goes all the way through every medium, man. I think these YouTube channels, bro, I went on to like what was trending, right? And it's like these Minecraft videos. And like obviously Minecraft's huge. You can't escape it. Kids do want to watch Minecraft, but dude, if you're like an adult, if you're an adult man and you're making Minecraft videos, bro, and it's geared towards kids, like you're shaping your personality to be like super, bubbly and oh, dude, make that bag. I'm not hating. It's just, I just find that odd. How do you get yourself to do that, man? How do you not just be you? Obviously, it's like fake and it's just for the product, right? And that's always existed. We think of like the Veggie Tales and who are those like the spaghetti salad, yummy guys? What was that? The Wiggles? Was that the Wiggles? Bro, any of them get caught with anything? Bro, I just feel like if your head's on kids, man, it doesn't necessarily, it just means regardless, it's a little nefarious in a way. Maybe there's a guy out there who just wants to spread joy to kids. But dude, I don't know. I just feel like it's a business model to steal these kids' attention away from things that would probably benefit them. It's just to benefit the creator. Dude, remember when there was like those Spider-Man Elsa videos that were popping off? And dude, those people were making so much money from those because kids. All right, so the thing about kid content is, especially if you go younger and younger down the demographic, these kids are goobers, right? They're gonna keep replaying the video potentially over and over again. Have you guys ever like had a cousin or something and they only watch one movie? They'll watch that movie 500 times in 1 year, dude. And it's like, I know it's a business model, right? It is what it is, but I don't know, dude. I feel like we got to look into what's going on with these guys. Because, dude, remember when Mr. Beast, like, Discord got leaked and that was kind of creepy? Did that get swept under the rug? Are we still talking about that at all? And I'm not throwing shade. Maybe I shouldn't name drop anyone because I don't know. But all I do know is if you're making products for kids and you're an adult, like, it makes sense if kids naturally gravitate towards your product, I suppose, right? But dude, I find it all kind of predatory. Like, you're making these plastic garbage toys, right, that are just going to be laid in a landfill forever, just so you can potentially make a quick bag off of an IP that's popping off. Like Sonic's been popping off, right? And I don't know. I guess we all fell for it at some point, right? Especially kids, man. Like kids, remember when you were young and like everything was like pretty sick, pretty sweet? Like Sonic was sick when I was a kid, dude. Avatar is still kind of cool. Dude, certain things. Okay, here it is, bro. The thing that separates you from trying to profitize off of these children, and that being the only goal, which I do think is inherently predatory. Uh, it doesn't need to lead up to super evil, but it is, you're playing with the dark side a little bit. Can we agree on that? It is a little dark side. But dude, the best products are the ones that transcend kids and adults. So like Star Wars, for example, Dragon Ball Z, bro, Call of Duty, I guess Fortnite, right? There's quite a few out there. Marvel, like the Avengers and stuff. There's certain IPs out there where it's like, bro, that's just a good IP and everyone can enjoy it, every age group. But the ones that are like dialed in, like obviously I guess if we need Baby Shark, I've never seen it. Maybe that stuff does need to exist. I don't have kids if it's not obvious. So, but these kids are like iPad kids anyway, man. And I don't know, if I were to have a kid, dude, I don't want these kids watching some influencer. One, I don't like the word influencer. That's weird that we even throw that word around like it's normal. It's like, oh, this person's influencing our psyche, and that's what I want to put in my brain. You know what I mean? I find that odd. You would think influencer would be a negative word for it, because it's literally putting it right out there. Like, oh, these people are trying to sway you to think a certain way, buy a certain product. You know what I mean? And dude, oh my. And bro, and part of me respects the hustle. I get it. I understand that, yes, kids are the biggest market and the easiest market to make a bag from. I get it. But bro, if you're like a vlogger and you're an adult man and you're acting like a kid to get these kids, we can all think of a couple right off the top of our head who are like almost A-list celebrities now, B-list maybe. And bro, I don't know, dude. That rubs me wrong. I don't think these kids should be digesting that stuff. And dude, that might be the reason why these kids seem so like messed up nowadays too. I think there's a lot of reasons, but a lot of it's like any type of media directed towards them, and then adult themed media being so like normal. Like kids, I feel like kids shouldn't really know about like OnlyFans, bro. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't think so. I don't think girls should be promoting their OnlyFans on Instagram, like doing thirst trap thing. Like kids are on that, bro. I don't know if Instagram has a thing where your content can only be seen by people who are 18 and up. Dude, can you even make an account on Instagram anymore if you're not 18? I feel like that should be a rule, bro. Like I had one back in the day when I was like 16. So, but that's like 16's kind of different. 16's like you're still a kid, but you're kind of figuring out yourself more. You might be able to discern stuff more. You might enjoy like comedy and stuff. I'm thinking of like kids who are like, I don't know, man. I guess anything below 13, I guess. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tricky. It's a tricky road. It's definitely a tricky road. But just the fact that these people like prioritize scamming kids, it's like, bro. And if they have a Discord server, like a community, and this guy's like in his 20s, bro, let's turn off his VPN and see what this guy's doing on his computer, bro. I don't know if I trust it. Bro, what was I saying with oh dang it. Oh man, I lost it. I was on a thing and then I started just thinking about how the kids, man, kids nowadays. Bro, I just have like cousins, right? Who are kids. That's the closest kids I know. I don't know any kids. And bro, they're iPad kids. Granted, we'll play like Switch. Like if it's like a family gathering, we'll play Switch and I'll play Mario Party with them. Am I going to go easy on them? Nah, bro. They need to know I'm the final boss battle to their gaming experience. But, dude, it's crazy. They're just like on their iPads watching Minecraft or playing Minecraft. And it's like, dude, I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting. I should lean into this and make this bag. But I don't know, man. Not gonna lie, I've thought about it before, because it's like obvious, right? Like it's how, if you're like, oh, how do I make a good amount of money here? And you're like, well, what are the most profitable markets? And it's like, well, you can make stuff for kids or women. If you're gonna prioritize men, dude, is it just me? It feels like it's hard to sell to us guys. You can sell us like tools, I don't know. I guess some guys are different, right? Some guys really like name brand stuff, so maybe that stuff's easy. But me, man, I just feel like I can buy a movies, movies, tech, and I don't know, like something that gets a job done, like a tool if I need a wrench. But we all pick those up at some point anyway, like a toolbox where it's like, well, if I ever need them, they're all here. You know what I mean, boys? But dude, yeah, dude, it's crazy how profitable these channels are. And I'm not throwing shade. I'm obviously a new channel, and I'm just throwing out my thoughts. This is the best way I knew how to do this after messing with some other projects. I was like, bro, everything feels disingenuous unless you're just being genuine. And I was like, what's genuine with me? That's just speaking my thoughts. And right now I'm playing Rivals, so I'll throw that up. Maybe one day I'll do face stuff. But as I'm feeling out, boys, that's what you get. And I don't know, man. You guys get what I'm saying? I think the main point, I feel like if you're making a product for kids as an adult, not that maybe you're doing anything nefarious in like any DMs or whatnot, but the thing that makes you do that, I feel like is, and I've said it, I'll say it again, inherently predatory. I think it is, man. I do. I think you're trying to scam these kids or influence these kids. And the thing about these parents, man, they just allow it to happen. They just allow it to happen. Harry, get on your iPad that you can go to any website technically, unless child block, but I'm sure that's an easy thing to turn off. And I don't know, man. I feel like that's a big part of the reason people are the way they are nowadays. Because, dude, you remember being a kid? Like I grew up with, and I was on YouTube as a kid, like a 12-year-old. I was watching like the Call of Duty commentators, right? And I don't know. I guess it's hard for me to think if that influenced me in a way, but it probably did in a sense. Like right now I'm doing commentary videos, right? So I guess that answers that. But in a psychological way, potentially, I don't know. But it wasn't like, so when I think of content for kids, I think of like that crazy dopamine hits of the crazy edits and the bubbly personality and the cuts and the zooms, and it's all flashy and colorful. Dude, these kids are gonna grow up depressed, bro. I feel like that's way too much going on. Back in my day, dude, this guy was just loading up on Rust. You see the map loading in, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And like, it was like kind of chill. And like, were they making it for kids? Potentially, but like, I felt like there was a lot of Call of Duty felt like it was a transcended product. But I guess who watches the most stuff? It's probably kids, right? Just in general, across the board. Yeah, kids consume everything the most. Because adults, bro, we gotta pick and choose what we consume. Definitely. We don't have time to watch 10 videos in a day. Maybe we do. I don't know. But majority of the time, it seems like, we're doing our own thing. And then some of these guys, their own thing is doing things for kids, bro. That's what you're prioritizing? I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't think it is, actually. No, I take that back. I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's inherently predatory. I feel like we should investigate every single one of them just to make sure. Just to make sure. Hey, if you're not doing anything wrong, then, go your way. Do your thing. Make your bag. Fake laugh into the microphone at Roblox, bro. Do it. But let's see. Let's see if there's anything crazy going on here, because there's got to be something in that brain, bro. Something's going on here. I don't know. You guys feel me? You guys agree? Disagree? It's totally fine if you disagree. I don't think it's necessarily the most positive thing to say, but bro, I don't know, man. I would think, because bro, all right, think of this. You have a buddy, your best friend, right? Wouldn't you feel like it was weird if he started making content? Like, this guy. You've had drinks with this guy. You've partied with him. You talked about girls with him. You've done everything with this guy. And then this guy, he's like, I'm going to make a Minecraft YouTube channel, bro. And I'm going to just like kind of sell my personality to kids. And then I'm going to edit it like this, like I'd be like, bro, that's crazy. You should like do something. Like, I respect the potential bag, I guess, but can't you be spending your time doing something like real? It just doesn't seem real to me, man. I don't trust these guys. I don't trust them. It's not real. It can't be. There's probably a couple that are, where they're just like, maybe they aren't that mature and they just naturally relate to kids. Or I haven't seen them all. Maybe there's a guy who's literally himself and it just so happens that kids really like that. Like, I almost wanted to say PewDiePie. I do think PewDiePie was being himself, but he was obviously like playing it up a lot. I feel like he dove into a character that is still him. So a natural performer, a talent, if you will. And I don't know, man. I don't know if these guys are doing it. I think it's all for a bag. I don't trust these vloggers or these people making products for kids. Um, I don't know. Make that bag. That is what it is. But I don't trust these guys. Let's investigate. You know what I mean? You guys agree? Disagree? Totally fine if you disagree. Make some points. So I'm curious. If you disagree, because I think I could still go on, but like it almost might regurgitate the same point, just in a slightly different wording. So hopefully you boys get what I'm saying. Hopefully you get what I'm saying. I don't, I don't trust guys who have kids on their mind. I don't trust it, bro. But anywho, let me know if you agree, disagree. But anywho, have a good rest of your day, bro. Thanks for watching. Do something for yourself today. Do something for someone else today. We got this, bro. Take care.